the female every time.
I see. Okay.
But which is from being in the military and having worked female military working for me and stuff. That's not always true.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so it's, you know.
Yeah, that there needs to be kind of protections for the other side. Yeah.
I've seen it kind of being lopsided in the favor of the women, but my philosophy is I'm going to treat you like I want to be treated. You know, I'm not going to come up and say, "Hey, babe, what are you doing? You're looking good." No, I'm not going to say that because I know that's not right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's just part of that your upbringing too.
Sure, with that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And being in the military, fraternization, rules and regs. So you learn a lot of that to where, you know, that's not right, so you can't do it.
Yeah.
But whether it's regulation or not, it's still not morally right.
Right, so, right. That applies more broadly kind of thing.
And that's what I see is it's changing from the older to the newer. The way they're raised affects how they're interpreted. You know, it's stuff that we just did as joking is not taken by the younger generation as joking.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Like what kind of thing or?
Well, it's, you know, how guys, they joke around with each other.
Yeah.
But even with the younger guys or whatever, it's not always, they don't know when to take it as a joke or as not a joke. I mean, it's hard to say, without coming out and doing specifics, but which really can't. But it's generational too. I think
something you're noticing. Yeah, the younger generation
is
not taking it the same way.
Yeah, I mean, it was you had to put up with a little bit of stuff. I mean, but it's not. There's a point, and I know the point.
Okay.
And most people know the point. It's just you have your bad eggs that use their position to, I can get away with this because, but I haven't really seen that to my knowledge here.
Okay.
But I come to work, do my stuff, go home.
Okay.
I don't interact after, and that's another thing. There's a thing here in this park where it happens up in housing, always comes back down to work. That's not right. What happens in housing after work hours should stay in housing and not come into work. But because it's in the park, in the housing, they say, well, we're technically involved, so we got to get involved in it. No, you don't. That's like me renting an apartment. Something goes on, something happens in my house or whatever, it has nothing to do with you. But it's a good example. We've had people that didn't get along on the carpool vans. Yeah. So they complained to their supervisor, which technically it happened after hours. So you as adults should deal with it. It should not be brought into, but because we get a monthly fee of they give us a carpool
like a
money voucher, kind of thing. Okay. Basically, I'm trying to think of the right word, but the park is paying so much per person for the carpool van, so they think, okay, what happens in there? Well, then technically, the time I'm in that van to the time I get to my vehicle, I'm on the clock. So you should be paying me.
That's a good point.
If you're not paying me, then you have no jurisdiction over it. And, I mean, we've had problems with an artist, but as we're all adults, took care of it, talked about it, handled it. But that has created problems.
Yeah, but it feels like an overreach. If this is your private time, that work supervision shouldn't be getting involved.
Yeah, I mean, it's a federally mandated policy that there's an actual test that you have to do and yearly training and all that. But if you're not at work, it's not during work hours.
Right.
It's before and after. So if you wanted, the park wants to get involved in handling any of the problems, then that hour we're commuting before and the hour we're commuting back should be either given as comp time or pay, because, but they said, well, no, we're giving you the $255 a month. Well, that's federally mandated by Congress, not by you guys. It's not your decision. If it was their decision, they wouldn't give us the money because it takes from their budget. But but that's where I differ on that. I think what happens it's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah. What happens on a carpool van stays in the carpool van. We're all adults. We can handle it.
Right. But it shouldn't be counted as part of
It's being brought out into, to me, as private, personal times. Yeah. Problems being brought into work. But from supervisors up, they don't see it that way.
They see it as their prerogative to get involved still. I see. Let's see, we've covered a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, something I wanted to ask you about was performance evaluations, how those have been, if you think they're fair.
My philosophy, as long as I get I don't get below a 3.0, I'm doing my job. But yeah, there is people in here at the park that get 4.0, 5.0 combination that I don't think should, because they don't do their job, but it's because of the good old boy again.
I see. Okay.
I mean, that's what it boils down to. Or playing the politics, as I say.
Okay.
You know, playing the game and bringing personal into work and work into personal.
Okay. So like the person you're saying who's just like making dinner for the person.
Or
boss,
you get off work and you're sitting there drinking beers together, and so they feel that because you're friends, I can't really jump on him for not doing his job. So I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to give him a higher.
And then how do you, like, what kept you here? What has kept you here all these years?
Where else am I going to make $32 an hour and get a guaranteed? Plus, I bought my kids just graduated. My last daughter just graduated.
Wow,
She's going to school, college in Vegas for nursing.
Oh, great.
Actually, my second wife, but stepdaughter.
Yeah.
But raising my kids here and bought a house.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to, I've looked at it, moving other places, but I'm taking anywhere from $2 to $5 an hour.
Okay.
So or more pay cut.
Job in the area.
Like I said, I come to work, go home, and when I get home, I don't even think about work. Or try not to. Sometimes you do. You can't help it.
But. Yeah, but you're able to keep the boundary pretty clear, generally. Yeah.
And overall, it's been good. I mean, I'm going to get a good retirement and stuff out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, where else can you work 4/10s, get basically a month off of vacation time plus sick leave?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting 12 hours between vacation and sick time every 2 weeks. You're not getting that in any other job.
No,
And any other job, you can, if you get mad at your supervisor or supervisor gets mad at you, you're out of here. They can't just, you're fired.
Yeah, you have protection.
You have a little protection, and you have, and I've learned over the years, how far you can push and how far you can't.
Okay. Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess any final comments, if you have the ear of top leadership both at the park and more nationally, like what you'd say in terms of the direction the Park Service should go.
More maintenance, because if you don't have the maintenance, your visitors get a bad image of the park.
Yeah.
Because if your buildings look in bad shape, you don't have good water, good sewage, good electricity, you're going to have complaints. They're not going to have a good experience, And to me, that's, I know all that, and I do it actually.